Albany region might not necessarily have the reputation as a destination for thrifting, but as we see in this week's Discovery Guide piece by Catherine Coe, there are still some really fun places, antiques, and other secondhand stores where you can make good finds. And we're pretty excited to be in Catherine's creative space, Charcoal Antique. Find her on Instagram. And you've got a piece here.
Yes.
It's in raw form.
Yeah.
You're going to thrift it for us this week, and we're actually giving it away.
Yeah.
So take me through.
It's going to be awesome. So it doesn't look so pretty yet, but it will. So I bought this piece at the St. Vincent de Paul on Coleman Street in Belleville.
And I notice it's all full of cracks.
It's not looking so great right now. I got it for $2.
Okay.
So when a piece is in really rough shape like that, you can get it for $2. Sure. So immediately when I saw it, I thought Ottoman. So that's what I'm going to flip it into.
I think
so. I've already So I've already sprayed the bottom down with some of my favorite metallic spray paint.
Sweet.
I had the quilt batting already, but it's not too expensive to get for yourself.
Yeah.
The most expensive part for any upholstery stuff is foam. So I just get a mattress topper.
Nice.
From Walmart for like $30. And then my fabric is from Fabricland in Belleville. So just gonna whip it up.
Okay. And so how long will this process take?
Honestly, not that long, I don't think. The spray paint, obviously, there needed to be some time to dry in between, so that's maybe the waiting part is probably the longest time. Okay. But to stick it together, I'm just going to staple it all underneath with a staple gun, and it'll just be a little maneuvering, and And
I mentioned your Charcoal Antique off the top on Instagram. There's also a hashtag that you've been using. And tell us maybe a little bit how you use Instagram to kind of show people what you do with thrifting and the hashtag that you use.
Yeah, so this all kind of started on Instagram, actually. My Instagram really started as a way to document the progress in our home and the renos that we were doing.
The reno that we're in right now.
Yeah, it's still a work in progress, but we're getting there. And then I sort of got my own inspiration from other people who were doing lots of thrifting around. And I was on mat leave and budget was tight, so I thought I could do this too. And so I went to a few thrift stores around town, and I was surprised actually, like how much amazing stuff is out there. If you have a little imagination, sometimes it just needs to be cleaned up.
And there's good pickup on Instagram of the stuff that you're doing.
Yeah, I got a lot of followers just from hashtagging some local hashtags, Bake Winnie, and I started the interiors of Quinty just recently because I think I can't be the only one that loves home decor around here, so I want to see everyone else's homes too. And
nice.
Yeah, we can share.
So for people who want to maybe get started in thrifting, but they don't have time, they don't know what they're getting themselves into, they don't know where to start, do you have maybe a starting point that you would suggest?
Honestly, if you go to the thrift store, just use your imagination a little bit. I think that's the biggest thing. It's hard to sort of see past the dust and the dirt and some of the junk that's in there. There's lots of great pieces that simply need to be cleaned up.
Like this one?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, this might require a little more than
Well, that's a good segue for us to say, again, this is going to become something magical by the end of the week, and we're going to give it away. So share this video for your chance to win what's going to be a magnificent ottoman. And
this is something anyone can do, I think. This doesn't require a lot of skill.
You're selling yourself short. She's selling herself short. This place is gorgeous. So share the post for your chance to win. Follow Charcoal Antique on Instagram and continue to watch for us. We're going to be live again on another location next week.
Thanks.
We're out of here.